Hi, my name is Anna. Today we're doing my Reading Rush TBR because it is the most wonderful time of the year once again. It was almost the Reading Rush. The Reading Rush has a very special place in my heart. It used to be called the Booktubeathon, and when I first started BookTube in 2013, this was my shit. I had participated in it since like the very beginning, and some of my first videos were Reading Rush daily vlogs. 7 years later, we're still here. We're still doing it. So the Reading Rush, if you don't know, it's a readathon hosted every year by Raylene and Ariel. It's just like a classic BookTube thing, and it goes on from, I don't remember. I will put the dates somewhere up here because I forget, and I will leave the announcement link down below if you want to check it out. We're going to get into my TBR. First reading challenge is to read a book with a cover that matches your birthstone. So I am born in December, and my birthstone is like a blue-ish thing. I could be wrong, I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure December is blue. So I'm gonna read Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I've had this on my TBR for like so long, and I just need to read it. It's just unacceptable at this point. Don't really know what it's about, but here we are. I have so many books on my TBR that I've had for so many years that a lot of them I'm not even like super interested anymore, or it's not something I would pick up now. For this whole summer, my goal is just to like read all the books on my TBR. So I'm trying not to buy any more. So I'm just gonna make do with what I have. She is kind of thick though, so it should be interesting. The second challenge is read a book that starts with the word the. So for this, I'm reading The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I started reading this last summer, and then I stopped reading it because the Reading Rush had started, and it didn't fit with my TBR. So I got up to like page 50, I think. 45. I got up to page 45, and then I stopped. So I'm going to reread all of this and then continue on, but I loved this. Like, I was really, really into it, and so I'm excited to actually finish it this time. The third challenge is to read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. And for this, we're throwing it back because this book I read during the 2013 Booktubeathon that I had vlogs on that we will be watching soon. But I'm going to reread City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This inspired the City of Bones movies that y'all let flop, and then we got the Shadowhunter TV show that trash. The movies could have been great. We had fucking what's her name? Lily Collins as Clary. I'm excited to reread it and see how my thoughts have changed because I loved these books when I first read them. Oh my goodness gracious, it was so good. I don't know what to say about this. I just love the characters, I love the writing, I love the plot, I love everything, and I love Jace. But I just know reading them again, I'm gonna be like, the next challenge is to read the first book you touch. I'm gonna go on Goodreads. I'm gonna scroll through my physical TBR shelf. One that I land on will be the book that I read. So we're just gonna do this a few times. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, oops. Okay, we could do that. I touched American Gods by Neil Gaiman. All right, this is the book. She's really long and the writing is so small. Okay, I guess we're reading American Gods. Challenge number 5 is to read a book completely outside of your house / like you can change this prompt however, like get creative, but I am very lucky I have a like deck area that I can read on, so I will be reading Heartstopper Volume 2 by Alice Oseman completely on my deck outside. I wanted something short that I could just like read in one go. I love Heartstopper. I could reread these every day for the rest of my life and be very content. The 6th challenge is to read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of. I'm reading Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I really want to read more classics. I've had this since grade 12, so I've had this for 4 years now, and I still haven't read it. I was originally going to do like my final essay on this book, but I didn't. I think they burn books. Something of the sort. I really don't know anything about these books. My 2 brain cells could never. Yeah, it's a classic. It's got a nice cover. I am actually so dumb. It hurts me whenever I film and I start talking about things and I'm just like, The last challenge is to read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you live. I think this counts, but I'm choosing A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. Again, she's a thick book, so I don't know if this is actually going to happen. I feel like what might end up happening is I might end up changing my TBR slightly, but this... How many pages is this, bitch? 630 pages? How many pages do I have to read in a week? But I love V.E. Schwab. I love this series, and I really want to, like, finish it. This is set in 4 Londons. I'm in Canada. That's North America. London is in Europe. Therefore, different continents. Maybe gonna get to this. I literally don't know how I expect to read this many pages in a fucking week. It's wishful thinking at this point, and it's probably not gonna happen. But a girl can dream, and a girl can try. So that's my TBR for the reading rush. Super exciting. Will I get to all these books? Most likely no. Will I vlog? Yes, I will, of course. It's a tradition around here. If you're participating, let me know what you're reading. Thank you for watching. I really don't know what else to say. I haven't filmed sit-down videos in so long that I forget how to, like, end them, how to wrap them up concisely and properly and not in an awkward fashion, so. Alright. So nice seeing you. Okay. Peace out. Bye.